TechHub.training. In this video, we'll go over the solution for the CensusViz challenge. And just a little bit on the background of this data set, I got it directly from the Census website, and it contains household income by different demographic factors. So let's get into it. After you download the data set, you can come here to data source, you can click add, and you can click more, and then you can just select the data set that you want to use, and you can click open, and it will load. So one of the first things that you need to do is you need to create different histograms by different demographic factors. And let's see how I did it. So actually, let me just remove those from here. And another thing that you need to do, you see once you load your data into Tableau, you see that age is right down here. And everything that's green, usually in Tableau, are things that you want to do calculations. But age, because we don't need to do any calculations for this challenge, we can just drag here to up right here to make it a dimension. So let's create an age histogram. You can drag here to columns, then you can drag age again into text, and you can click right here, go to measure, and count. So you can see here that we have about 14.5 thousand individuals who are 15 years old. But now we can come here and we can create a bar chart, and we can come here and we can see here that we have that nice bell curve right here, so the data is well distributed. Now we can come here and drag gender here. I combined the two histograms together, but we can see here that male and female are well distributed. So that's how you create a histogram in Tableau. After you create the different histograms as shown here, so here's all the histograms you have been asked to create, you need to put it into a dashboard like I have here. It doesn't need to look exactly the same, but the way you create a dashboard is by coming here. You can click here. Here are the available sheets that you can use. Let's just drag and drop these two here, and actually let's drag this one here as well. But here's just a very simple dashboard. If you want it to auto resize, you can come here, you can click here, automatic, and it will auto resize. So let me just delete those so that it looks a little bit cleaner. Okay, so now this is the finished product, but then you also need to create actions so that you can do these. For example, if I come here and I click mining right here on the industry histogram, you see that it will filter everything else. And it's the same thing if we click anything else right here. It will just filter all other histograms. And you can do this by coming here into dashboard. You can click actions, and then you can come here, this sheet, add action, filter, and you can leave everything selected right here, but you want to come here and select, and then show all values. And you can click OK, and that's the way I created this one right here. Okay, now the next step is you need to do a similar thing, but instead of creating histograms, we want to create average income dashboard. So, but before we create those sheets and then a dashboard, we need to clean the household income field. Let me show you why. So the original data has household income in ranges. So in order to fix this, I actually, in the description of this challenge, I paste the code that I used to clean the data. But let's just quickly take a look at the code. Here's the code. I'm not going into depth on this one, but let's see what it's doing. So if we bring here, and actually let me click average, so we can see here that's just bringing in the smallest number right here for us to do the analysis. Okay, let's create one here. Let's create by education. So if we drag here and then we drag household income, the calculated field that we created, and we can come here, measures and average. Now we have average by education. Now we can come here and create a bar chart, and we can change here. And if we want to add the actual number right here, we can just bring here this one. We do need to select, hit Control and drag to label, and it will be right there. Now, after you create all others, you can just put them into a dashboard. And let's take a look here. Here's the dashboard that I created, like we did in the histograms dashboard. We can come here and add an action. Right here, we go to actions with this sheet, add an action, filter, and then you can go to select and show all values. Okay, awesome. So if we click here, we can see the data filtered by those measures that we clicked on. So here's the dashboard for average household income. So let's just take a look here, financial services. So if we select financial services, and then let's see those who works 40 hours, and actually that's also professional services, 40 hours, and let's see those who are married. We can see here that female, if we filter by those factors, female actually makes more than men do, male does. Okay, so here's the average income dashboard, and then we have other sheets. Muito complexo essa coisa que eu tô fazendo. Now that we created the histogram dashboard and average income dashboard, there are other sheets that you have been asked to create, including the average income by occupation. So if we click here, we can see the surgeons are the ones who make the most money, and if we scroll all the way to the bottom, looks like cooks are the ones who make the least. Now the next one is average income by nativity. I just combine all three sheets into one, but here's the average income by native country. So this is the person who filled the survey. This one is by mother nativity, and this one is father nativity. So it looks like that those who are from Northern Ireland are the ones who have a higher average household income. Thank you for performing this challenge, and I would love to see anything interesting that you found in this data set. So please share with us. Thank you and have a good day.